Welcome, my dear friends. Today's group discussion topic. Take your group discussion book. It's on page number 191 to 195. The topic here is 46. In India, is the consumer a king or not? In India, is the consumer a king or not? Gone were the days where the father-in-law books say mobile for his future son-in-law, and he has to wait for 2 to 3 months or 4 months or even 6 months. Pay a premium to get a scooter, LML, Vespa or Bajaj. And it is a pride to own a scooter those days, and it is a pride to give a scooter to his son. He has to wait for 6 months. There were only 2 cars, Ambassador and Fiat. They have to wait for 1 year, 2 years to book and get the car. To get a phone, they have to wait for 6 months. They have to book the phone and wait for nearly 6 months to get a phone. Or you need a recommendation of a minister. Gone were the days. You take the money, go to the showroom, get the bike. Take the money, go to the showroom, get a car. You just ring up, you get a cell phone, recharging facilities, SIM cards. You just phone anything and everything, internet connection, what not. Do you need money? Not at all. They are providing finance is provided by various companies. Car, without money you can get a car, EMIs, every month installment, what not. Who is the king? Is the consumer, customer, or the producer? Who is the king? This is the topic today. Interesting topic. Everybody buys, everybody needs good, and who is authority over here? Is he the consumer or the manufacturer or the producer? This is the topic here. See, some of the points which we have given here. Why we have given here points is you just see the points and add up some more points of what you have. Then you take part in the group discussion. It will be quite interesting because some technicalities are there which you have to learn. See here, many companies provide customized service to its customers according to his financial purchasing power. Customized service means for what? For lower middle class, one type of service. Middle class, one type of service. For high income group, a separate service. This is what customized service is all about. According to the customer, the company is ready to provide service. In India, consumer is the king because the purchasing power amongst Indians are growing day by day. Now we are going to talk consumer is the king we are talking for the topic. Then next we are going to come consumer is not the king. See, his purchasing power amongst Indians are growing day by day. Is it true? India is having the second largest consumer market after China. 125 crore population consumer market in India next to China. So many multinational companies are coming to India to set up their business. Indians have many languages, many cultures. Indians have different taste and different preferences. So these companies produce goods according to the needs of the Indians. According to Tamilian culture, the company is producing. According to the North Indians, they are producing. According to city boys and girls, they are producing scooters or whatnot, bikes. For youngsters, the fast bikes. For girls, scooties. Cars, according to the customer, 2 lakh car, Nano, 1 lakh car, Nano, 3 lakh, 4 lakh, Marutis, and even we have BMW cars also produced in India. So according to the different cultures and language of the people, the company is producing. So who is the king? Consumer is the king. This is the second point. Third point, the consumer courts in India play an important role in safeguarding the rights of the consumers. Any problem happens. See, for example, in Pepsi or Coca-Cola, there was some insect and he files a case and the company has to give some compensation to the consumer. Consumer courts are there, very, very active, very live. Even in hospitals, even they come under that scanning of consumer courts. Coming here, consumers fix the prices of the products like vegetables. The price of vegetable is fixed by consumer through bidding in the market. The flowers, consumer fixes the market, the price of the good, fruits, real estate, etc. So the consumer is the king. So once again, consumer is the king. 5. The Company Act 1956 and many consumer acts give power to consumers, the producers, wholesalers and retailers accept consumer as a king. They have to accept the consumer as a king, not a producer who produces the goods, wholesaler who has the wholesale lot of products, and retailer directly the wholesaler sells the product to the retailer. Retailer has a direct connection with the consumer, not the producer, not the wholesaler, it is the retailer. So all three of them accept who is the king, consumer as a king. Because if the consumer doesn't come to their shop, the retailer may run out of business. Only if the consumer comes to the retailer shop, the retailer can do the business. Once retailer can do the business, wholesaler will gain profit. Wholesaler does, the producer will get the order. Consumers involved in business promotional activities like giving gifts. Giving gifts during the time of purchasing, they give gifts. Discounts, RD discounts you can find to satisfy the consumers and make him more important. So the consumer feel as a king. Here also consumer is feeling as a king. Next, consumers produce goods according to the financial status of its customers. Tata company produces 1 lakh car for lower and middle class family and produces also costly cars like Land Rover. Tata company produces 1 lakh car and it also produces Land Rover for very rich people. See, coming here the point, Nokia produces cell phones from a minimum rate of 1000 to 40,000 rupees cell phones. Laptops and computers are sold in the market from, what is the price of the laptop? From 10,000 to 1,40,000 you can get. Here also the consumer is the king. Before 1991 we had only very few scooter companies, very few car companies, bike companies and phone companies. In bike company you can find only Enfield, Bullet. Scooter you can find only Vespa and Bajaj. Cars you can find only Ambassador and Fiat. Few professional colleges. Before 1991 you had only 8 engineering colleges in Tamil Nadu. The demand by the consumers are oversupplied by different manufacturers. Okay, the demand for engineering colleges made by the suppliers. How much engineering colleges are there in Tamil Nadu? Nearly 550 colleges to 600 colleges. So it is the consumers' demand, it is oversupplied by the producers. So the consumer can choose according to his taste. According to his taste he can choose whatever the car he wants. According to taste he can choose whatever the laptop or whatever he wants. According to his taste, according to his money and according to needs. So here also the consumer is the king. Coming back once again, the government, banks and private finance companies provide financial loans to the customers for the products and the consumer buys and pays back to the company in EMI. What do you mean by EMI? Every month installment with low interest, like housing loan he gets, car loan he gets, jewel loan he gets. So here also the consumer is the king. Car, if you want to buy a house, you can pay an initial amount and pay it later for 40 years also. In Western countries, the customer knows his rights. In these countries like US, UK, etc., companies are consumer-based structured companies. But in India, up to 1991, the companies are of family business oriented. So up to 1991, our companies were only family oriented companies. After that only it has become public limited company. What do you mean by public limited company? The shares are sold to the public. During those days, the consumers or customers are not given due importance, but after 1991, the companies changed themselves to consumer-based companies. That is the reason we became the second largest manufacturing goods country in the world, next to China. In the world, which country has the highest GDP? What do you mean by GDP? Gross domestic product, total production. Which is the number one country in the world? It is America. Which is the second largest manufacturing country in the world? China. Third, which is the third largest country manufacturing in the world? It is India. So indirectly you can say India is the third richest country in the world. The customers is well informed about the product by the manufacturers or sellers through call center companies who call you through phone and say the services they provide to you through their products. Suddenly you get a phone We are speaking from HDFC. You want a house loan, you can pay it later. Suddenly you get a phone from Reliance saying that they have certain products, broadband, and you can get it. Suddenly you get a phone from some other companies, whatnot, hundreds of companies. So here, through the call center, they provide, customers are well informed. We also get plenty of messages of the products and services offered by the sellers. So we get messages also. The consumer can also buy his products through internet also, he can buy. You can book a ticket through internet and do tele shopping and net shopping also, it is possible with this latest plastic cards are there. What are the plastic cards? It is the debit card and credit card. The goods and services are delivered at his doorstep. People are ready to serve the doors. You want food, you phone up and you say pizza will come to your home. Non-vegetarian food will come to your home, anything and everything. So nowadays consumers are enjoying the purchase of goods in malls. New type of culture has come. Earlier they don't used to go to malls. They used to go to one grocery store, buy things. Now the taste has changed. People go to mall. They enjoy the mall culture. Mall culture shopping gives an enjoyable experience for customers so that various people select various products in a single mall. In Spencer Plaza you get everything. In Express Avenue you get everything. In Skywalk you can get everything. So here there are a number of shopping malls coming in cities which also provide entertainment. Like in malls, what all you have? Entertainment programs. You have movies, theatre also there, games, etc. So the consumer is considered to be a king after the government enacted the Copra Act 1985. Everybody should know the Copra Act. It is the right given to the consumers. So through this, the government act, any consumer can file a case against any company. Any company you can file a case, because if the product is defrauded for the defective service by the sellers, if the sellers are doing a wrong service, you can file a case towards the who? The seller, and you can gain compensation. So with this, consumer is a king or not? Consumer is a king, we have seen. And next points will be going, consumer is not a king. So I am leaving this discussion to the floor. Please come.
The reason why India has become the third largest manufacturing goods country in the world next to China is, I basically think, it's population and the demands. So we need lots of companies to produce products.
See, only because of the purchasing power has increased. Earlier for 10,000 rupees he has to go to Dubai and Abu Dhabi. But now in India he is earning 1 lakh, 2 lakh just ordinarily. Campus interview they get 30,000, 40,000. Purchasing power has tremendously increased.
Not only population, people are well educated and highly paid.
Okay,
So
highly paid, highly educated. So the market is extraordinary in India. So it's a good trend, isn't it? It's a very nice
it's a
trend.
good trend.
It's a nice trend. Any other points what you want to say?
People always purchasing many kinds of goods, things, clothes. Every time they spend more money in market. Crowd always purchasing in shopping mall.
Good, good. Whatever the price of gold has increased to 20,000 or 30,000, still every year the purchasing power of the people goes up. All the gold shop is full. You take one Akshay Chetra, it's what is
Akshay Tirthi.
Akshay Tirthi, the entire shops is full, even if it is 25,000 or 30,000. Every year the supply, the demand for gold is increasing, the price is also increasing, especially in India, especially in Tamil Nadu. In the world, total highest consumer of gold is in India. In India, the highest consumers of gold is Tamil Nadu. That's one thing. They keep on purchasing. They are not bothered, whatever the price is. Okay, what's your point? Any other point you want to say?
Though we get everything in our doorsteps, where we cannot trust the products.
That's what Company Act is there. You can file a case against the company. The company is not providing the service properly. If it is Nokia phone wrong, you can complain to Nokia. If Reliance is something, their broadband, they are not doing the service, you can complain to Reliance.
It is applicable only to well-educated people, not to a person who comes from village. He doesn't go and file case.
who doesn't come from the, so village people are getting now knowledge, they are getting their the consumer rights, they are knowing that. So what's your point, sir?
Consumers are king means they have to access the good service and good products like that. But now sellers are king.
Sellers are the kings.
Yeah.
Consumers are not the kings because they are not getting the quality product, you mean to say.
Yeah.
Can you say with example? Generally you don't say, you say in abstract way. You are just
Yeah.
saying abstractly, specifically say any product.
In our office, I have one broadband, Tata and one broadband. Many times any problem means daily any problem will come.
So
Daily will it's a regular process.
Okay, Tata is a well-known company, isn't it? They have very, very good name.
Yeah.
Okay, jump from Tata to Reliance. Reliance also a very good company. All Reliance to Airtel, Airtel to BSNL. You have options, isn't it? See, a consumer is a king or Tata is a king now. Who is the king now?
Okay.
Who is the king? Tata or how can? If you don't like Tata, you can go to Reliance. If you don't like Reliance, you can go to somebody else. How can he be a king? But his quality is not good. That's what he says. His product is not good. He says his product has some problems.
Sir, if any we are buying some clothes and any products like that, then we find any qualification.
Okay, if you buy a
like
cloth, if you don't like in Saravana, you go to Jai Chandra. If you don't like Jai Chandra, you go to some other Lalita. What is that? What textiles? Kumaran textiles. If you don't like Kumaran, also you go to Nalli.
But
if
that,
not Nalli, you go to something else.
Okay.
So in that
Who is
point
the
of
consumer? Is a king or not?
so in that point of view, we accept consumers a king because we have lot of options from Saravana stores to Lalita. Yeah, we have a lot of options.
Shopping malls also, entertainment. If you don't like Spencer, you can go to Mayajal. If you don't like Mayajal, you can go to Skywalk. If you don't like Marina
That's
Beach,
the
you
reason
can go
why
to.
they give discount.
Huh?
That's the reason they give discount.
They give discounts also. Who is gaining? If they are giving discounts, who is gaining? Who is the king here? Consumer is the king. RD special they give. What not?
Consumer are the king.
So you are accepting consumer as a king.
Yeah.
What is your point, sir? What is your?
My point is, I am not agreeing with consumer as king.
You are not just
Yeah.
come forward. Come forward. Come forward.
Whenever a person he or she is buying something,
Ah.
he is not satisfied by anything what he is getting in India.
He is not satisfied by anything and everything what he gets in India.
He is not provided with complete service.
Ah.
If he is getting some goods like AC or
AC and okay, AC
Something, for example.
Onida is selling an AC, Whirlpool is selling an AC.
I am not particular pinpointing any
Particularly
company.
say one point, only then we can go in
I
for
bought a Blue Star AC 6 months ago.
Blue Star AC, it is not functioning.
No, it's
Ah.
functioning properly. I was frequently calling the service person, but they are not responding till date for the first service.
Okay.
The service date has expired 4 months ago.
Okay, you should have filed a case.
Against
The company will give back. You have a guarantee card. You have a warranty card for 1 year. Each company is giving warranty for 1 year
in
and
this
2
busy
years.
world, who will go file a case and
This is the thing. In any other country other than India you take, they will respond properly even if you might have missed the date.
Okay, the consumer courts are very much alive. Consumer courts are very much alive. You have for redressing all your problem, your grievances, you have the consumer courts. Lawyers are there, humpty number of lawyers are there without employment. You ask him and he will get the compensation. He takes a percentage and he gives the remaining amount. Even insurance corporations, we have different insurance corporations, isn't it? Something happens.
In each and every product what you are buying in India, there is lot of adulteration. What I am going to say.
Say the
Adulteration,
product,
yeah.
say any product.
Even in a dal, dal.
green
whatever.
peas, if you put it in water, it becomes green. The water becomes green.
So many products I can pinpoint anyone or something, but the quality in India is very poor.
Okay, that should be
We are
the
not
fault
in-
of agriculturists, or is it the fault of
we are
this
not,
fertilizer?
We are not.
Is
The
it the fault
consumer
of-
is not getting the good quality as an end user. It is going to some other good qualities are going to some other countries.
Okay, good
exported
quality
to some
products
other
are
countries.
exported and you get second grade products over here.
Secondary and third rate products.
So in US, if there is any defect, you can return the product within 1 week or even 1 month. But in India, I don't think all shops give us option like that?
Oh, okay, then if you are so crazy about this American products, but Indian government is not allowing for retail sector to be opened by Americans. They are not opening. They are not giving permission because the politicians are against it. America wants to sell all its products, which is considered to be secondary products. All they want to dump in India. That is what one of the what are the different shops are there worldwide. They have network. Walmart. They want to start various shops in India, but Indian politicians are not allowing because the one reason is they say they can provide lot of employment, they can provide lot of quality goods. But one thing else also they say, the politicians say is, suppose if we give them authority to start various retail sectors, what they do is they come to India, they sell all their secondary products over India, the waste products over here. That's the reason they are going against this starting retail shop by Western countries.
But this point is good. Consumers are enjoying the purchase of goods and malls. We enjoy it.
Enjoy in mall. You can go around the mall. Mall is well provided with the air condition, what not. You have all the facilities are there, discounted entertainment, and nearby shops are ready to go. If you go to this shop, they say okay 100 rupees, that shop they are ready to sell it for 75 rupees. One other shop, next shop they are ready to sell for 50. In the same mall you find hundreds of saree shops. In Spencer you have hundreds of saree shops. In Spencer you can find 50 to 60 watch shops, jewelry shops, what not, tourist and travel booking, everything is there. So here consumer is a king or not. So once again,
one more thing I want to show put front is, what is that, insurance company is not working properly in India.
Insurance company means see, one private government insurance company, one is there, life insurance corporation,
then
general
there is
insurance.
so many
These are the
private
two,
insurance companies
government
which are
companies.
supporting many.
Private companies lot is there, Tatas are there, Reliance are there, ING Vaishya is there, what else, Bajaj,
If a person,
all reputed companies, very reputed companies in India.
their services are not good. If a person is going to admit in hospital, they will give you so many troubles. They will frequently ask in questions.
Tell me which company. See, can you tell me which company?
So I don't know the names of the companies, but an IT professional, he comes to our hospital and just for 200 rupees as ultrasound investigations, he's asking for insurance for 200 rupees, whereas he earns 50,000 to 1 lakh. Definitely that insurance will ask for 200 rupees and all. If you ask, they'll keep questioning you.
See, medical insurance, mediclaims, Apollo is providing mediclaim, Life Insurance Corporation is providing mediclaim, and various star companies providing mediclaim. Government is also providing mediclaims. So they get a hospital treatment, and what is that? The disease is charged. The diagnosis, whatever the process goes on, everything is compensated by the company. But yearly once, this gentleman should pay an amount as premium, as one amount to that insurance company. Then after that, they take care of it. This is the norm, this is the procedure basically. And many of the hospitals are gaining money. Sometimes they balloon up, or they just blow up the rates of certain hospital charges, and they claim it from insurance company. This is beneficial for two people. One is consumer, that is the patients. Second is the hospitals. So hospital is also gaining and the patient is also gaining, because he pays a normal amount as an insurance, mediclaim insurance, and he gets the benefit also. So here how insurance companies are affected. Even the consumer is enjoying that.
We can increase our insurance initial amount as US like that, and we can provide some good service for the
those
public.
type of facilities are there in India. They are there. Mediclaim insurance, she said, you must be knowing, isn't it?
Usually we have to pay some amount.
No, that is what I am trying to say.
No, the government of Tamil Nadu is ready to pay, 4 lakhs or something.
No, it hasn't
for
reached
any patient who has a ration card.
Kapita Tittam was there.
No, that is 1 year, 1 lakh.
1 lakh. Now Jayalalitha has increased to 4 lakhs.
It was provided by Mr. Kalainar.
3 lakhs or 4 lakhs. Jayalalitha has increased.
But it was really a good insurance.
That is one
See,
of the good things.
I know how it was.
I know,
Kalainar.
I too know about that. But one thing is, lot of insurance companies they will
I don't know about the other
reimbursement
companies.
the amount only if you are hospitalized for 1 or 2 days. No one will be willing to hospitalize by themselves without any serious condition, right?
Okay, 1 minute. So, my dear friends, we had a good discussion. Now we are going for consumers, not a king. Before that, I just tell in Tamil. Okay, நண்பர்களே, உங்களுடைய கூட்டு விவாத புஸ்தகம் 191 95 எடுத்துக்கிட்டிங்கன்னா இங்கே கன்சியூமர் நுகர்வோர் ராஜாவா இல்லையா? நிறைய கம்பெனி வந்து கஸ்டமைஸ் சர்வீஸ்னால் நுகர்வோருடைய வருமானத்துக்கு தகுந்தபடி அவர்களுக்கு தகுந்தபடி அந்த பொருட்களை உற்பத்தி பண்ணி கொடுக்கிறார்கள் அவர்கள் வாங்கும் சக்தியை பொறுத்து. இரண்டாவது பாயிண்ட் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ஒவ்வொரு நாளும் இந்தியாவினுடைய வாங்கும் சக்தி அதிகரித்து கொண்டே இருக்கிறது. உதாரணத்திற்கு உலகத்திலேயே இரண்டாவது அதிக அளவிலே சந்தை உள்ள இடம் இந்தியா என்று சொல்லப்படுகிறது. சைனா உலக அளவிலே அதிக சந்தை இருக்கிறது. இப்பொழுது அடுத்ததாக இந்தியா என்று வருகிறது. ஏன்னா இந்தியாவின் ஜனத்தொகை அதிகமாக இருக்குது. ஆகையால் சர்வதேச நிறுவனங்கள் இந்தியாவிலே வந்து தொழில் தொடங்க வேண்டும் என்று ஆசைப்படுகிறார்கள். இந்தியாவிலே பல மொழிகள், இந்தியாவிலே பல கலாச்சாரங்கள், இந்தியாவிலே பலருக்கு பல தனிப்பட்ட ருசிகள், ப்ரிஃபரன்சஸ், தேவைகள் இருக்கிறது. ஆகையால் இந்த கம்பெனிகள் இந்தியர்களுக்கு தகுந்தபடி உற்பத்தி செய்ய தயாராக இருக்கிறது. அடுத்ததாக வாடிக்கையாளர்களுடைய உரிமைகளை காப்பதில் கன்சியூமர் கோர்ட்ஸ், நுகர்வோர் நீதிமன்றங்கள் செயல்படுகின்றன. அடுத்ததாக இந்த காய்கறிகள், மலர்கள், இந்த இடங்கள் வாங்கி விற்பனை செய்யக்கூடிய இடங்கள், இவை அனைத்தும் இவர் உற்பத்தியாளர்களுடைய விலை நிர்ணயம் செய்வதில்லை. இது வந்து வாடிக்கையாளர்கள் தான் ஏல ரீதியாக ஒரு 10 ரூபாய் கேட்டால் இன்னொருத்தர் 20 ரூபாய் கேட்டுறாங்க. அந்த ஏல வகையிலே தான் இந்த நுகர்வோர் தான் அந்த விலையை நிர்ணயிக்கிறார். அடுத்ததாக கம்பெனி ஆக்ட் 1956 என்ன சொல்லுகிறதுனா இந்த உற்பத்தியாளன் நுகர்வோரை ராஜாவாக ஏற்றுக்கொள்ள வேண்டும். ஏனென்றால் இதில் வாடிக்கையாளர், இது ரீட்டெய்லர் என்று சொல்லக்கூடிய மொத்த வியாபாரி, உற்பத்தியாளன் யாருக்கு பொருட்களை அனுப்புவான்? மொத்த வியாபாரிக்கு அனுப்புவான். மொத்த வியாபாரி யாருக்கு அனுப்புவான்? சில்லறை வியாபாரிக்கு அனுப்புவான். இந்த சில்லறை வியாபாரி தான் நுகர்வோருக்கு நேரடியாக ஒரு தொடர்பு இருக்கிறது. இங்கே நுகர்வோர் அந்த சில்லறை வியாபாரிகிட்ட வந்தால் தான் இவர் வந்து அந்த கம்பெனிக்கு ஆர்டர் பண்ண முடியும். ஆக இங்கேயும் நுகர்வோர் தான் ஒரு தலைவனாக இருக்கிறான், ராஜாவாக இருக்கிறான். அடுத்தது சில நிறுவனங்கள் வாடிக்கையாளர்களின் எண்ணிக்கையை அதிகப்படுத்துவதற்காக அவர்களுக்கு பரிசுகள், அவர்களுக்கு தள்ளுபடி வகையிலே விலைகளுக்கு தள்ளுபடிக்கு பொருட்களை கொடுக்கிறார்கள். உதாரணமாக ஆடி தள்ளுபடி, புத்தாண்டு பரிசுகள், தீபாவளி பரிசுகள் என்று கொடுக்கிறார்கள். அடுத்ததாக ஒரு சில கம்பெனிகள் என்ன பண்ணுகிறாங்க, நுகர்வோருக்கு தகுந்தபடி அவர்கள் வைத்திருக்கக்கூடிய பணத்திற்கு தகுந்தபடி பொருட்களை கொடுக்கிறார்கள். நானோ வந்து 1 லட்சம் ரூபாய்க்கு காரையும் தயாரிக்கிறார்கள். லேண்ட் ரோவர் என்ற ஒரு கார் கம்பெனி வைத்திருக்கிறார்கள் டாட்டா. அதில் 35 லட்சம் 40 லட்சம் ரூபாய்க்கும் பொருட்களை கொடுக்கிறார்கள். அதே மாதிரி நோக்கியான்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா 1000 ரூபாய்க்கும் செல்ஃபோன் கொடுக்கிறார்கள், 40,000 ரூபாய்க்கும் செல்ஃபோன் கொடுக்கிறார்கள். லேப்டாப்ஸ், கம்ப்யூட்டர்ஸ் எல்லாம் 10,000 ரூபாய்க்கும் கிடைக்கும், 1,40,000 ரூபாய்க்கும் கிடைக்கும். அடுத்ததாக 1991க்கு முதலாக ஒரு சில ஸ்கூட்டர் கம்பெனி தான் இருந்தது. உதாரணத்துக்கு பஜாஜ், வெஸ்பா தான் இருந்தது. காரில் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா அம்பாசிடர், ஃபியட் தான் இருந்தது. அடுத்ததாக ஃபோனுன்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா பிஎஸ்என்எல் தான் இருந்தது. ஆனால் இப்பொழுது ஏகப்பட்ட ஃபோன், கார் கம்பெனி, ஸ்கூட்டர் கம்பெனி இருக்கிறது. இங்கேயும் நுகர்வோர் தான் ராஜாவாக இருக்கிறார். அடுத்ததாக நிறையா தனியார் நிறுவனங்கள் என்ன பண்ணுகிறாங்க, பணம் கொடுக்கிறார்கள் பொருட்களை வாங்குவதற்கு. அது மாதாந்திர வட்டி ரீதியாக நீங்கள் வந்து அந்த நிறுவனத்துக்கு கொடுத்துடலாம். இது 40 வருடம் 30 வருடம் ஹவுசிங் லோன்ஸ் கொடுக்கிறார்கள். அடுத்ததாக இங்கே பார்த்தீங்கன்னா மேற்கத்திய நாடுகளிலே, அந்த அமெரிக்கா நாடுகளிலெல்லாம் எப்படிப்பட்ட நிறுவனங்கள் இருந்ததுன்னா வாடிக்கையாளருக்கு தகுந்தபடி நிறுவனங்களாக இருந்தது. 1999 வரைக்கும் நம்ம இந்திய நிறுவனங்கள் குடும்ப நிறுவனங்களாக இருந்தது. 1991க்கு அப்புறம் தான் அதெல்லாம் பப்ளிக் லிமிடெட் கம்பெனியாக நிறைய கம்பெனிகள் மாறிவிட்டது. அப்போ இப்பெல்லாம் நன்றாக செயல்பட்டு கொண்டிருக்கிறது. அடுத்ததாக இப்போ இந்த வாடிக்கையாளர்களுக்கு அந்த பொருட்களை பற்றி அதிக அளவிலே அறிவு, ஞானம் பெற வேண்டும் என்பதற்காக கால் சென்டர் மூலமாக, ஃபோன் மூலமாக அந்த பொருட்களை பற்றி நல்ல தகவலை சொல்கிறார்கள். மெசேஜ் மூலமாக குறுந்தகவல்களை அனுப்புகிறார்கள், இமெயில் அனுப்புகிறார்கள். அப்போ டெலிஷாப்பிங் என்று சொல்வார்கள். டெலிஷாப்பிங், அப்புறம் இன்னொன்று பார்த்தீங்கன்னா டெலிஷாப்பிங், நெட் ஷாப்பிங் என்று சொல்வார்கள், அதுவும் சொல்லலாம். இப்போ பிளாஸ்டிக் கார்டு கொடுக்குறாங்க. இப்போல்லாம் எங்கேயுமே போய் பணத்தை கொண்டு போகணும்னு அவசியம் இல்லை. அந்த பிளாஸ்டிக் கார்டு, டெபிட் கார்டு, கிரெடிட் கார்டு கொண்டு போனால் அங்கே தேய்த்து விடுகிறார்கள். பணம் கொண்டு போக வேண்டிய அவசியம் இல்லை. பணம் இல்லாவிட்டாலும் கிரெடிட் கார்டு மூலமாக எப்பொழுது வேண்டுமானாலும் நிறுவனத்திற்கு திருப்பி கொடுக்கலாம் என்ற ஒரு நல்ல சேவையையும் செய்து கொண்டிருக்கிறார்கள். இங்கேயும் வாடிக்கையாளர் ஒரு ராஜாவாக இருக்கிறார். மேலும் எந்த பொருள் வேண்டுமானாலும் வீட்டு வாசலில் கொண்டு வந்து கொடுப்பதற்கு தயாராக நிறுவனங்கள் இருக்கிறது. மேலும் இப்பொழுது பார்த்திங்கன்னா நிறைய மால் கல்ச்சர் என்று வந்துவிட்டது. முதலாவதாக நாம் என்ன பண்ணுவோம், போய் கடைகளில் போய் ஒவ்வொரு பொருட்கள் வாங்கி கொண்டிருந்தோம். ஆனால் இப்பொழுது நிலைமை மாறிவிட்டது. எல்லாமே ஷாப்பிங் மால்ஸ் என்று சொல்வார்கள். சென்னை போன்ற ஒரு பெரு நகரங்களிலே ஸ்பென்சர் பிளாசா என்று இருக்கிறது, எக்ஸ்பிரஸ் அவென்யூ என்று இருக்கிறது, மாயாஜால் என்று இருக்கிறது, அப்புறம் என்ன ஸ்கை வாக் என்று இருக்கிறது. இப்படி அங்கே உள்ளே போனாலே அது ஒரு சொர்க்க லோகம் மாதிரி, சொர்க்க பூரி மாதிரி இருக்கிறது. என்ன வேண்டுமானாலும் அங்கு வாங்கலாம். ஒரு துணி கடைக்கு பதிலாக 50 துணி கடைகள் இருக்கிறது. ஒரு வாட்ச் கம்பெனிக்கு பதிலாக 25 வாட்ச் கம்பெனி இருக்கிறது. ஒரு தேட்டருக்கு பதிலாக 2 தேட்டர் இருக்கிறது. படுத்துட்டே சாப்பிடலாம், சாப்பிட்டும் படுத்துக்கலாம், சிக்கன் சாப்பிடலாம், மட்டன் சாப்பிடலாம், என்ன வெரைட்டி வேண்டுமானாலும் சாப்பிடலாம் இந்த மால்ஸில். ஸோ இந்த மால் கல்ச்சர் ஒரு அருமையான ஒரு பொழுதுபோக்கு இடமாக மாறிக்கொண்டு இருக்கிறது. அடுத்ததாக 1985 காப்ரா ஆக்ட் என்று ஒரு சட்டத்தை நிறுவியிருக்கிறார்கள். இதன் மூலமாக வாடிக்கையாளர் எந்த நிறுவனத்தின் மேல் குறைகள் இருந்தாலும் அவர்களுக்கு மேல் வழக்கு தொடரலாம். வழக்கின் மூலமாக அவர்களுக்கு நஷ்ட ஈட்டு தொகையும் பெறலாம். இந்த வழக்கு தொடுக்கக்கூடிய செலவும் அந்த பொருட்களினால் பாதிக்கப்படைந்த அந்த செலவுகளையும் அந்த நிறுவனங்கள் இந்த வாடிக்கையாளனுக்கு கொடுக்க வேண்டும் என்று நுகர்வோர் மன்றத்தின் மூலமாக சில சிறந்த சட்டங்களை இயற்றியிருக்கிறார்கள். ஸோ இங்கும் நுகர்வோர் தான் ராஜாவாக இருக்கிறார். ஸோ அடுத்ததாக நாம் பார்க்க போகிறது நுகர்வோர் ராஜா அல்ல என்கிற தலைப்பிலே பார்க்க போகிறோம். தேங்க்யூ. Dear folks, we are continuing with the discussion whether the consumer is king or not. Already we have spoken about and discussed about the consumer is a king. Now we are going to discuss the consumer is not a king, and page number 195 to 199, and the entire chapter you can find from page number 191 to 199. Here, consumers are not kings but just followers of various products which are advertised through television. Through television, day and night, 24 hours, hundreds of channels they are advertising, and newspapers with famous cinema actors. One Amitabh Bachchan comes, and cricket players, Tendulkar comes as models, actors. People purchase the goods because of the models recommended to purchase the product. You know, Amitabh Bachchan is 70 years old, but he has come for advertising for Cadbury's chocolate or something. 70 years old man, he is recommending to buy the Cadbury's chocolate. Surya actress, even Namita comes to buy, she recommends to buy, for real estate they are using her. So actor and actress, night and day, they mesmerize the audience. And here is the consumer a king. Is he cheated? So you have to find out. Next, the knowledge of consumer courts and consumer forums for complaining the grievances, the problems of the consumers are known only to educated people. Only educated people, they know about the problems, and sheer majority uneducated people do not know about the consumer course. So here the uneducated consumer is not a king. A fellow in the village, he buys a television, he don't know what is a consumer court, how to file a case, he doesn't know, because even he uses mixie, he uses grinder. Next, number third point, many products come into the market and go because of the poor quality of the product, and if the consumer likes the product will have a market. Here the consumer has to spend money to buy all these bad and good products. Here consumer is not a king but is used to the companies as a taster of the products. The company produces a good, it sees in the market whether it is to be sold, whether the people accept. Then if the people don't accept, he goes for another product. So he is an examiner, he is examining whether the people like this product or not. So here it is just they are trying their products. So he becomes a trial, the consumer. So he is not a king here. Nowadays mall culture has become popular, everybody knows. Rich consumers go to these shopping malls to purchase their products. The lower middle and middle class people are unable to buy in these malls. Here only the rich consumer are kings and not the poor people. So mall culture, it is enjoyed only by the rich people. The price of the products is very high. So middle and lower middle class people cannot go there. Next, the producers, manufacturers, sellers, tradesmen and the business people motive is profit. All the businessman's motive is profit, nothing else other than profit. Here the consumer is just a purchaser and the businessmen are the kings, and the consumer is just a slave. So the intention of a businessman is to make profit. So the consumer is a slave, and who is a king? Is the producer is the king. The government companies and banks sometimes act like villains, and the consumers are tortured. If you are not able to pay 1 month installment, they torture you, they use bad words, they come to your home, they humiliate you. The prices of gas, petrol, diesel, oil, kerosene, electricity bills, and what train charges, bus charges, water tax, road tax, income tax, etc. are all fixed by central and state governments, which consumer must pay, and it doesn't have any other alternative. The consumer must accept these prices. Here consumers say a slave and not a king. Even if the petrol prices, if they increase to 150 rupees, who has to pay? The consumer has to pay. So he is a slave, no other go. Water tax, road tax, telephone tax, what else tax is there? Prices of gas, petrol, bus charge, train charge, he has to pay, no other go. Next, online shopping, telemarketing, and through various advertisements, most of the consumers are cheated. Here the consumer is not a king. The consumer not only pays the price of the product. See, if he pays a cell phone, he not only pays for the cell phone, what all he pays? He also pays the central government excise duty. He pays for the central government protection tax. He pays money for the state government, state tax. SYS means what? Extra service tax. Education profit for the wholesalers, profit for the retailers, and all these costs are put in the bill of the consumer. So consumer not only pays, he pays for central government, state government, SYS, he pays for the wholesaler, he pays for the retailer, everybody he pays are put in the bill of the consumer. See, a consumer pays a heavy price for a product, so he is not a king. Consumers are not the kings, they are kings only on paper, they are kings. There are various laws which are not effective in day to day practical life. Inflation, what do you mean by inflation? Government prints money, they are not bothered. Daily they are printing crores and crores of money and pushing inside the market. So the prices automatically increases. Just a paper for producing a rupee, 1000 rupee note, no need, it will come at least only for 5 paise or 10 paise, not even 5 paise or 10 paise. So they keep pushing the paper currency here. Inflation, that is the reason of inflation, made people suffer. The prices keep rising day by day, making people suffer because of price rise. So the consumer are not the king. Consumers are cheated by the monopolist. What do you mean by monopolist? Single man producing a product, no other alternative, they have to buy from him. Suppliers, wholesalers, retailers, and manufacturers, these people hoard means what? They keep all the products secretly, then they create artificial price rise. Here goods in goodowns and create artificial price rise. Here consumer is not a king. So consumer is not a king. With these points, I just want, could you add up some more points, and could you tell me what is the present scenario?
Let me start first. Actually, consumer is not at all a king. He is cheated by all the companies and manufacturers. Let me say one good example. If Pepsi, say, take Pepsi or Coca-Cola, the manufacturing cost will be around 50 to 60 paise for per bottle. When it reaches a consumer, it will be around 10 or 20 rupees based on the capacity. There is a huge difference since they put all those money in advertising, everything to reach the customer.
Okay. For advertisement, they have to pay a huge amount of money. Nearly 50% of money sometimes goes for advertisement. I know once when advertisement played an important role, it was Little, I think so. One model came and she did an advertisement. Little soap has become very famous. And then one other, Nirma washing powder. That man was a very ordinary man. He started an advertisement with this Mr. Azaruddin's wife, Sangeeta. She was the model for that, and that product has the sales has increased to an extent that 1000 times, 2000 times the product's demand has gone up after Sangeeta came for the advertisement, Nirma washing powder. So advertisement gives life to producers, and they charge an exorbitant rate. TV channels for per seconds, they are charging lakhs per seconds. Sun TV, you want to advertise a product, lakhs. So all these prices, all this money given to our advertisement company, it is from the consumer's packet, isn't it? That's what your point is. Okay, what is your point, madam? Consumer is not a king.
So media plays a major role. Definitely, if Sachin Tendulkar comes and he
Recommends
recommends a Boost,
But in turn he demands a price, 10 crores or 20 crores. Okay.
Kids love to drink boost after seeing that advertisement.
For every 5 minutes you can find one advertisement, whether in
With a
cricket
popular
news or
person.
where television programs, serials, that's one thing. Okay, apart from media, what is that? Anything else can you say? The government fixing the prices.
Yeah, let me take the farmers fixing price for 1 kg of rice is almost 7 or 10 rupees. When it reaches market, it's almost 40 to 35 rupees to 40 rupees.
Okay, that is one thing.
It was
See,
transferred
middleman.
between 8 to 6 cents in between that from the manufacturer to the end user.
Okay, we have plantation, coconut plantation. We have sold the coconuts for only 3 rupee 50 paise, and the same coconut in Chennai it is 13 rupees now. 10 rupees has gone for middlemen and transporters. Okay, that is the condition of the villages. That is the condition of the farmers. That's what the government want to bring. Retail, industry in foreign retail industry to India, but the politicians are opposing. Okay, next, madam, what's your point?
Petrol, kerosene, oil, all those things rate is without information increase the rates.
75 rupees petrol 1 liter. So who pays such a huge amount of money? It is the people. And government the cost of the petrol is just 40 rupees. 35 rupees goes as the per liter we are paying to the government as to run the government, for all the MLAs and MPs to fly, to go abroad. Yes, sir. Yes, any other points?
The companies which are monopoly, they are fixing the price.
Monopoly. Could you tell any company which is a monopolist company?
So
Monopoly in a democratic country, you don't find monopolist, and government doesn't allow monopoly. But still, can we find any monopoly? Only in government we can find petrol and
Yes,
oil. They
petrol
are the
bunks and-
monopolist. This Reliance, they want to start various petrol bunks. They were on their way, but suddenly they have stopped. Many have started the petrol bunk. So, regarding this train service, government is a monopoly. Regarding supply of petrol, government is a monopoly. Gas, I think private is doing.
a private guys are there.
Private doing
They are doing. So, gas, they are not monopolist. Telephone, they are
service.
not monopolist. Television, they are not
broadcast,
monopolist.
electricity
Bus, they are monopolist in Chennai. Any other monopolist? Any private company who is a monopolist on that particular product? Can you tell anybody? Private people who are a monopoly, they don't have a competition. You won't be finding much, because they are ready to come into the market, and they won't allow businessmen. We have various businessmen. They try to come. Okay, any other points, madam? What you want to say? Consumer is not a king.
So we get the same product outside. In the sense, in Reliance, we get the same product, and in outside stalls, small shops also the same product we get. But rich people, they prefer to go to Reliance.
Okay, only if the product is costly, rich people will buy. So the rich people, they don't mind to
So
satisfy
they are being
the rich
cheated
people.
by them. See, they cheat themselves, right?
So to just pay and get Coca-Cola, if you sell it for 30 rupees, 40 rupees, people, rich men are proud to buy, because ordinary men can also buy, rich men also can buy. Then the value of the product doesn't have the value. So what do? Okay, increase the price so that the rich man only can buy. So it is a prestige issue for him to have that. See, every car has an engine, every car has 4 tires, every car has an AC. Nano car 1 lakh, it has also AC. BMW also has an AC. The car tire also same, not much difference. But people love to pay an exorbitant rate for those type of
RDR,
cars,
that's
because it gives a prestige value. Okay, any other points you want to say, sir?
In Chennai, lot of malls, shopping malls are there, but no price difference between the, because they have a association, they will fix the price.
Okay, it is a cartel, syndicate the form.
Yeah.
The forming of syndicates, joining together and fixing a price.
Yeah.
That happens. Happens. Okay, sir. Okay.
But consumers don't have an association.
Consumer, they don't have an association. That is also true. They don't have a association. Only in schools and colleges you can find parent body, where suppose if they increase the charges of fees, they can all parents can join together. That one association is there because they come and leave their child and go. Even colleges, okay, the students can join together and go for a case, file a case or go for a strike. But here consumer, they are scattered all around India, all around Tamil Nadu, if it is a state or if it is center. So they cannot form an association. That is true, that's true.
And we often find the bills goods once sold is not taken back.
One is not taken back. But a good businessman, what he does is, whether it is Saravana Stores or Jay Chandra Textiles, you tell the product is defect and you tell the reasons, and if it is a logic reason, they will get the product back. I think only for the small shops they don't do, and that's the reason they are not growing. It is the consumer who is the king, who is the consumer. As Mahatma Gandhi said, the consumer is coming to a shop. He is not doing a service, I mean, you are not doing a service to you, he is doing a service to you. He is a bread provider for you, he is giving the food for you. So think always that consumer is the king because he gives you the food. He is not a slave, you are slave for him, you are dependent on him. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
generally the producer and manufacturers are the fixing the price generally for all the products. In case of the farmer, he is producing the rice and everything, but he can't fix the price for his own product. The government is fixing the price.
Not government, I don't think government is fixing the price. It is the people who fix the price through bidding. You see, all the vegetables come in the Coimbatore market early morning.
Businessman.
All the retailers will be sitting there, wholesalers. The product comes, whether it is brinjal or jasmine, they will put it, then they will ask, okay, the price is 50 rupees. Some others say, okay, 1 kilo 60 rupees, one other say 70, one other say 80. The vegetable and fruit and rice, everything is almost
That
fixed
is
by
in
the
case of vegetables and fruits.
vegetable and fruits.
For-
Real estate, can government fix the price? No.
No.
No, sir.
It is the people,
It's a-
isn't it?
yes.
One fellow
People
comes and asks, okay, I am ready to pay 30 lakhs for this flat. One other person comes and says, no, 31 I am ready to pay. So whoever the seller is, he is ready to sell it for 31 or 32. He wants a high profit, and that fellow wants to give a less amount. It is mostly bargaining, real estate. So real estate, fruits and vegetables, everything comes under.
Bargaining,
it
but
is.
fix the
Nobody fixes the prices of real estate. Real estate price is fixed because by the natural demand and supply of the market. Market fixes the price. Who is the market? It is the people. It's the consumer is the market. Oh, okay. So as Mahatma Gandhi has told, consumer comes to your place. He is not doing a service. I mean, you are not doing a service. He is doing a service. He is the breadwinner for you. So he is the life for you. Treat the consumer, treat the customer as your family member. Your business grows, and that is the mantra of success for any businessman. So consumer is a king or not. Okay. Here 1 minute 5 minutes. I'll just finish in Tamil. நண்பர்களே, இங்கே கன்சியூமர்கள் வந்து ராஜாக்கள் அல்ல. ஏனென்றால் அவர்களுடைய பொருளை விற்பனை பண்ணுவதற்காக டெலிவிஷன் மற்றும் மீடியா மூலமாக விளம்பரம் செய்கிறார்கள். அதில் நடிகர் நடிகைகள், இந்த நடிகர் நடிகைகளினுடைய ஒரு மயக்கத்திலே பொருட்களை வாங்குகிறார்கள். அடுத்ததாக இந்த கன்சியூமர் கோர்ட்ஸ் என்று சொல்லக்கூடிய நுகர்வோர் நீதிமன்றங்கள் அனைத்து படிக்காத மக்களுக்கு தெரியாது. அடுத்ததாக நீங்கள் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா இங்கே பாருங்கள் என்ன எழுதியிருக்கிறது என்றால், இந்த கம்பெனிகள்லாம் நிறுவனங்கள் பல பொருட்களை தயாரிக்கிறார்கள். இது சந்தையிலே விட்டு அங்கே நுகர்வோர்கள் எப்படி அதை எதிர்பார்க்கிறார்கள், இந்த பொருள் இந்த சந்தையிலே விற்குமா விற்காதா என்று ஒரு பரிசோதனை கூடமாக இந்த தொழில் அதிபர்கள் இந்த பொருட்களை மக்களின் மேல் திணித்து இந்த நுகர்வோர்கள் பரிசோதனையாளர்களாகத்தான் இருக்கிறார்கள். அடுத்ததாக மால் கல்ச்சர் என்று சொல்லக்கூடிய மிகப்பெரிய ஷாப்பிங் மால்ஸ் எல்லாம் நடுத்தர மக்களும் சாதாரண ஏழை மக்களும் சென்று வாங்க முடியாத நிலையிலே இருக்கிறார்கள். இங்கே வாடிக்கையாளர்கள் ராஜாக்கள் அல்ல. அடுத்ததாக பார்த்தீங்கன்னா என்ன எழுதியிருக்கிறது என்றால், இங்கே இந்த பொருட்களினுடைய லாபம், அனைத்து வியாபாரிகளும் லாபத்தை ஒன்றே தன்னுடைய உயிர் நோக்காக ஒரு முக்கியமான ஒரு காரணமாக அவர்கள் வாழ்ந்து கொண்டிருக்கிறார்கள். லாபம் என்பது ஒன்றே நோக்கு என்று. இங்கே வாடிக்கையாளன் ராஜா அல்ல. அடுத்ததாக சில கம்பெனி நிறுவனங்கள், சில வங்கிகள் நுகர்வோர்களுக்கு கடன் கொடுத்து அதை பெறுவதற்காக வில்லத்தனமாக நடந்து கொள்கிறார்கள். இப்போ பெட்ரோல், கேஸ், டீசல், ஆயில், ட்ரெயின், பஸ் போக்குவரத்தினுடைய கட்டணங்கள், இவைகள் அனைத்தையும் தீர்மானிக்கக்கூடியது மத்திய மாநில அரசுகள். ஸோ இங்கே நுகர்வோர்கள் மத்திய அரசும் மாநில அரசும் என்ன விலை சொல்கிறார்களோ அதை கொடுத்தே ஆக வேண்டும். இங்கே அவர்கள் ராஜாக்கள் அல்ல. அடுத்ததாக இந்த டெலிமார்க்கெட்டிங் என்று சொல்லக்கூடிய இன்டர்நெட் மார்க்கெட்டிங் மூலமாக மக்கள் ஏமாற்றப்படுகிறார்கள், வஞ்சிக்கப்படுகிறார்கள். அதுவும் தெளிவாக தெரிகிறது. அடுத்ததாக நீங்கள் பார்க்கும்போது இந்த ஒரு பொருளை வாங்கும் பொழுது, உதாரணத்துக்கு இந்த பேனா வாங்கும்போது இது தயாரிக்கக்கூடிய வரி மத்திய அரசுக்கும், விற்பனை வரி மாநில அரசிற்கும், செஸ் வரி, அப்புறம் இதை ஒட்டுமொத்தமாக தயாரிக்கக்கூடிய அந்த உற்பத்தியாளன், அதை விற்பனை செய்யக்கூடிய மொத்த வியாபாரி, சில்லறை வியாபாரி, இவர்களுக்கெல்லாம் ஒரு லாபம் எல்லாத்தையும் கொடுத்து விட்டு இதெல்லாம் இந்த லாபங்களை எல்லாம் சேர்த்து தான் இந்த பொருளுடன் சேர்ந்து கொடுக்கிறார்கள். ஸோ இதுவும் வாடிக்கையாளன் தலையிலே வருகிறது. இங்கேயும் வாடிக்கையாளன் ஒரு ராஜா அல்ல. அடுத்ததாக என்ன கொடுத்திருக்கிறோம், பல சட்டத்திட்டங்கள் அந்த நுகர்வோர் நீதிமன்றங்களிலே அது செல்லாததாக இருக்கிறது. இங்கும் நுகர்வோர் ராஜா அல்ல. அடுத்ததாக அரசாங்கம், மத்திய அரசாங்கம் ஆண்டாண்டுக்கு பணத்தை பல ஆயிரம் கோடி லட்சம் கோடி என்று அச்சிட்டு வெளியிடுகிறார்கள். இந்த பொருள் அச்சிட்டு வெளியிடும் பொழுது விலைவாசி ஏறி விடுகிறது. அப்போ ஒரு பொருள், சாதாரண பொருள் 100 ரூபா என்கிற பொருள் இவர்கள் அச்சடித்து அனுப்பக்கூடிய அந்த காகிதங்கள் மூலமாக ஒரு செயற்கைத்தனமாக விலை ஏற்றங்கள் உருவாகிறது. இதற்கும் யார் பலிகடா ஆகிறார்கள் என்று பார்த்தால் வாடிக்கையாளர் தான் பலிகடா ஆகிறான். அடுத்ததாக இந்த ஒட்டுமொத்த உற்பத்தியாளர்கள் கூட்டாக ஒன்று சேர்ந்து காட்டல் என்று சொல்வார்கள், சிண்டிகேட் என்று சொல்வார்கள், பொருட்களை பதுக்கி ஒரு செயற்கைத்தனமான ஒரு டிமாண்ட் என்று சொல்லக்கூடிய டிமாண்டை உருவாக்குகிறார்கள். இதற்கு விலை அதிகமாக போய்விடுகிறது. இந்த விலை ஏற்றத்திற்கும் யார் காரணமாக இருக்கிறார்கள்? உற்பத்தியாளர்களும் இந்த காட்டல் என்று சொல்லக்கூடிய இந்த கூட்டணி உற்பத்தியாளர்கள். ஸோ இதற்கும் விலை யார் கொடுக்க வேண்டும், பணம் கொடுக்க வேண்டும் என்றால் வாடிக்கையாளன். ஸோ வாடிக்கையாளன் ராஜா அல்ல என்கிற தலைப்பிலே நாம் இத்தனை நேரம் பேசிக்கொண்டிருந்தோம். ரொம்ப நன்றி. தேங்க்யூ வெரி மச்.